Found a fish!
Hi, I'm Brad Knowles, producer of Friday Night Flies, hosted by Scott LeBoldus and Scotty Holmes. Enjoy the show.
Take it away, homeboy.
Friday Night Flies. Boulder's back in the building. Yeah, welcome. We're at Spud Valley Sporting Goods, 1380 Birch Street, downtown Pemberton. If we don't got it, you don't need it. And Pemberton Fish Finder, and Superfly, and Anvil, Rattle Sports, whoever else wants to participate.
That's right,
Loon
get
Outdoors. Do we got Loon Outdoors on page yet?
You know what?
We've been working on it.
You know what? I haven't even contacted them. You know what? I think at some point they're going to contact us.
That's what we're waiting for. Right?
Some of you out there may contact us.
Anyways, thank you to all the fly time.
Hey, you know what? Another thing I wanted to say is that you probably noticed that Scott's got a different shirt on. Well, it's because we got a bright pattern. If you look down to your left in the bottom corner, because we got new technology. You see in that fly with that dark colored shirt he was wearing, it made it look like a
It was just glowing.
glow orange.
And that's what we want in our murky water right now, is something that glows.
Yeah.
So that's why I tied it.
But we want you to be able to see it though when we're tying it. So
we
what
did
are we tying tonight, Scott?
Little uniform change. Yeah, this is a Squamish. It's another version of my Squamish Poacher. I know it's not the original, and I forget what the guy's name is who does the original one, but he sent us. I have it in my box here. I always have it right here. You know what? I don't even want to tie this.
Well, let's pull it out. Show people what it is, man.
I want to get this framed, is what I want to do.
This is from the original, the Squamish Poacher, the man.
Yeah.
And how did we run into him? He was at the Rod and Gun show in Cloverdale that we were at last year. He came over and he's a huge fan of ours.
I can't read his name, but check that out. That's like original, step by step.
Hold it up to the camera a little bit more. The other one.
Oh yeah, we're up this one.
Yeah,
step by step of the original Squamish Poacher. This is the original
recipe
and original ingredients.
All in a bag.
Enough for 2 flies, it looks like. So I should tie up one.
Just leave it in the bag.
Oh no, there's one and a sample. There's one that's tied.
Oh, he's got a sample in there.
Yeah. So that's the original Squamish Poacher.
Hold it down to the bottom camera in front of yours, then you'll see. Perfect.
That's the original, with the old flagging tape and all.
Flagging tape, and it's not just any
awesome.
flagging tape. He was saying it was an all-weather, like cold
weather.
weather.
Yeah, special cold weather one.
Yeah, man, this guy was all out. He was one of us. He should have been, you know.
He was a Friday Night Flyer for sure.
Creative.
But yeah, we got a little history right there. But yeah, we always tie different.
I'm gonna dig through. I'm gonna see if I can read his name.
Yeah, you can try it. Yeah, I wish wicked old guy. I used to work with for the fisheries and stuff like that, and we ran into him. But anyways, this is kind of one of the patterns that I've been working on, looking at all the different shrimp patterns that are out there, and kind of messing with a little bit from this tire and that tire, and freshwater and salt water.
Joe Cam Beats.
Joe.
Here,
it's on the
right
sheet
on the
there.
bottom.
There, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
That's right.
So yeah, his is a really nice slim pattern, and I fish a lot of patterns that are very slim like that as well. But I've also liked some of these bigger ones, so that's what I've created here for us at Friday Night Flies. We will come up with a name for it officially, but right now, all you need to know is that it is a shrimp pattern for the salmon season.
That's damn beautiful. Here, we'll go downstairs.
Yeah, let's go downstairs, have a little look here.
There it is.
You see it in all its glory. I will pop it out so you can see. Oh, I love those hooks. Look at that.
Boom!
Boom! That'll look tasty.
Just looking at you.
Alright, so we're going to do this up, and we're going to do it on one of these new Superfly hooks that we just got. So I'm going to just have to adjust my vise here.
Which one are you going with? Is that the salmon fly?
Number 4, salmon hook, Superfly. I just got some material in my eye. No big, I don't need those. So heavy wire, up eye, size 4, Superfly, super tacky, super sharp hooks. Loving it. I need my orange here. So we're starting off with some orange thread. I happen to have 6/0 here. And because it is an open eye,
Gotta close her up.
Get some good wraps on that. Get a good base going. And then let's work this thread back. And we're going to come back to where it starts to curve back down, so you're looking just in between the hook point and the barb. First, grab some mallard flank here, and now I got yellow. My first pattern I did with like this light orange. I don't find that it makes the claw or mouthpiece pop as much as I wanted to, so I'm going to the yellow. You want one that has nice big feather, nice long fibers here. I'm just going to get rid of the back stuff. Just so
I recognize that feather. That looks like mallard flank.
Yeah.
Yes!
Mallard.
That's one of my favorites, man.
It is. It is. That is very true. So we're going to go about to the tips here, and we're going to pull some of this flank back, and we want to be pulling it back even, so we have even on both sides. And what I'm going to do is go in there with my scissors, and I'm going to get rid of this tip section. Alright? Off it goes. So then we should be left with this nice V. So that will, when we get it on the hook, create the two claw sections coming out of the top. The next little part is to kind of get the amount, because we don't want all of this fabric. So what about yay? I'm going to get rid of all this rest of it here, because if you have too much, then it just all kind of bulks together. So what you can do is lie it on there, kind of stroke it forward, see what it's looking like, see what you're working with. I might even have just a little bit too much. I'm going to pull a little bit more off. Alright, so you end up with this.
It's like a wishbone.
And now I'm going to work my thread back. And I want to lay this on the top of my hook, so this point is at the last wraps, or even maybe 1 or 2 wraps back from where you finished tying. With your hands very nicely, just trap that feather. You want to keep the spine of that feather right on top. Trap it in. And we're going to work it forward here. Just takes a little maneuvering at first, get it set. As you can see what's happening, I'm getting stuff trapped underneath, which I don't want. So let's just get this all laying proper, all on top of the hook. There we go. Don't worry about that flyaway, we'll deal with that in a second.
I know what deals with them. Them super sharp scissors.
Alright, so I got it tied right up, almost to that point. Bingo. I'll turn my vise in a second. I'm just separating these fibers. And we'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of that. And I'll turn it over so you can see what you end up with is 2 separate batches there. And they are going to kind of blend together a little bit, but the majority of it's going to be on either side of that fly. Alright, so that's going to create the claws out of the end. You can see I can just rough them up a little bit. There we go. Looking good. Next, eyeballs. So you can buy eyes, that's fine. I make mine out of mono. I burn it, melt it, and then I use a little bit of, I just take a Sharpie and color it, and then I put a little dab of UV cure on there. So that's how you get this nice big eye. And I got 1, 2 of them. And I'm going to get them matched up so that they're the same lengths. Again, I'm going to move my thread back so they're the same length. I want them coming out about halfway up those claws, coming out of the back of that hook. So with those 2 tag ends together on the very top of your hook, you're going to secure them. Let's get these things cooperating. You want them lying side by side. Come on, stay on top. Cooperate with me tonight. There we go. So once you get those butt sections in, what I'm going to do with my hand or my finger here is push them to the sides of the hook shank. So as I move up, You can see now that they're getting tied to the side.
Pretty technical stuff you got there, Scotty.
Oh, this is a technical fly, my friend. And then once I get up here, right to the end, just make sure the one is getting slid down a little bit farther than I want. You still want them on top, or you want them to the sides. There we go. And what I like to do is just do one wrap. I'm just going to try and get my thread right underneath them without trapping that mallard too much of it, and just kind of pop them up a little snug, lift those eyes up. Nice thing with the monos, you can kind of give them a little kink with your finger. Beauty. Alright, and then secure that stuff in there nice and tight. Just try and get these claws out to the sides where they can stay. Beautiful. And then just follow that all the way down, nice and secure.
Man, you did a really good job on those eyeballs.
You like those, eh?
They're amazing. I was going to take credit on that for showing you how to burn mono, but you've taken it to the next level there, Scotty.
Like, you don't even really want to know how I do them.
I don't even care.
Burn them down, dip them in lacquer.
Oh, really? You get right into it.
Yeah,
But
the
I
Sharpie,
mean, that
Sharpie's
means-
the easy way to do them. But my vise at home sits on a big foam pad. It's actually a yoga raising block, so it's soft. And so as I burn them, I can actually just stick the mono.
Yeah, so
It just sticks right into the foam block. So I just burn, stick, burn, stick, burn, stick, and then go and dip it in the lacquer, stick it in, let them all dry, and then afterwards.
You're doing like 1,000 at a time.
Maybe like, yeah, I do like about 20 or so.
Yeah.
And then I have a little bag of them, you can see here. So I got a bunch of different types that I've done.
Different lacquers, different colors.
Alright, so next we're going to build up this fly here. So what do I got? Superfly attractor saddle. Picked that up at Bass Pro.
You did.
When we were there. This right there. Ooh, love this stuff. So I want to go in here, and you can see with this, you got a lot of different shades. Some have a lot of black, some not so much. We want to find one that has a bit of black, but still has quite a bit of orange, and that is this right here. So you can see, still got a nice orange base on the ends and tips, nice and black on the center. That's going to give this fly dimension. And I'm going to peel off the fluff. Now I'm just going to see how long these fibers are. So if these fibers are here are too long and are going to kind of take away all the fly, we're just going to peel those back until we get to the suitable length, which I think is right about here. Yeah, that's what we want. So we kind of wanted just about the length of the eyes, and just peel a little bit more to get up to some of these shorter hairs. Beauty. Alright, so we're going to lay that on, tie it in, there you go, nip off that stem. I'm just going to give that a nice secure. I don't want this thing unraveling on me. Alright. So we're in. And then we're going around. Maybe I'll use a little hackle plier here. Get my fingers out of the way for you folks. Let's forget that camera's there. Let's wrap this in. So I got a good 7-8 wraps. Tie it off. Get rid of your tag. Super tacky, super sharp.
You got her.
And just back wrap just a little bit just to get this stuff laying forward. You'll see as we build the fly, it'll all start falling the way it's supposed to do. Beauty. So that's really going to give a lot of movement to that fly there. Oh man, the yellow is a big improvement.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, dude. Alright, where's my fly? I'm losing track here. Bingo, bango, yep. Next. Little polar bear. Love this stuff. Natural sheen.
Yeah, poor viewers in America.
Sorry guys, craft fur.
That's right.
The originals. A lot of the recipes that are kind of like this one were done with craft fur. Fortunately, I got polar bear accessible to me, and whenever I see it, I buy it up like a crack monkey. So get yourself a little tuft of polar bear in here. Again, pull out all them short fibers off the back. You don't really need them. And that's going to lie right in between the eyes. Now you want that to be about double the length of those claws in the front. I'm going to go back to my wax here. Slow tack or low tack. This helps to bind that material. Polar bear is notoriously slippery. I'm going to follow it all the way down, get all those tips tied right in. Nice and tight. Beautiful. Oh, that's what you're looking at so far?
Don't really see too much, just the polar bear.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And a little flash required. A little pearl flash here. 2 little strands of that. And I'm just going to get a couple laying on the top here. Match it up to the length of the polar bear. Get them positioned how you like. Kind of one on one side, one on the other. Beautiful thing. And I'm going to fold these 2 other pieces forward. Kind of on the side of the fly. Trim them if you need, but they don't look like they need any trimming. Okay. Now the fun part, we go to our slapping. We got a nice piece of slapping. I don't think that is slapping. Nope, that's the
Saddle.
that's the saddle.
Yeah.
Let's find a nice piece of slapping.
Schlapping. We'll be schlapping some nice fish.
That's a nice one. Alright, get that tied in.
You know what this pattern's got me thinking about?
What's that?
Pink salmon.
Yeah.
Next year. Man, if you guys have not experienced the pink salmon run in Squamish, I mean, what's peak season? Mid-August?
It was end of July.
Beginning of August through till the end of August.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was insanely fun.
It is. I mean, we had clients coming out, you know, like, sure, they probably got tarpon wherever they fish, and they probably got marlin, and they probably got whatever else big fish they're fishing for, but all these big guys, they couldn't finish a full day of fly fishing with a 6-weight on pink.
No, we
Could
tuned
they?
it- we tuned them
just
up.
couldn't. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore.
So I got a little pink ribbon in there, ribbing or wire. I forgot to put that in. And then we're going to our lightning dub in the sherbet color. If you want something that has some good flash to it and has a little bit of a lighter hue than the orange slapping that you're going to be overlaying over top of this. This is one that I would love to have a the Superfly diamond dub for. Definitely goes on a little bit nicer than this stuff does.
Well, I assure you,
But this
next
was,
week we will.
yeah, this was the color I needed, so I had to do with what I had. We're almost done there, guys. A little slap and wrap, and that's it. Just getting that dubbing on right to the end. Take your slapping, Now the slapping, you're going to wrap this on the opposite way that you normally wrap, so that when you do the rib, that it counter wraps and locks in. And I don't do a lot. Nice open wraps here. And that's about it, man. So I guess that was about four wraps. Shorten this up here. So that's tied off. Rid of that tag. I like to kind of brush everything forward here before I get that dubbing. Oh, I just lost it. Don't trap it. I trapped it. There we go. Alright, so just kind of stroke all this stuff forward. Be careful of that hook. And so, because I wrapped the slap in the opposite way, when I put the metal ribbing over, it's going to lock that in nice and tight. Wiggle that bit off. Finish this up by cleaning up the tail. I like to make sure I get those wraps right over top of that last wrapping of the metal wire or the ribbing. Give a little taper with the nice hot orange. A little whip finish. Bingo bango. That's gone. A little Superfly dub or head cement. Drippy drippy. Drippy. Ooh. Woo.
That's good stuff.
Woohoo! Is that ever?
Yeah.
Just let that dub and or that head cement dry for a second. Alright, so that's your basic fly there. And then all that I like to do is just get this stuff stroking forward here. Use that brush. Even with that dubbing.
Rehydrate.
That dubbing out.
Rehydrate, absorber caused to absorb moisture after
That kinda
dehydration.
mats the schlappen too, and it kind of brings it together. I found what we did with
Yeah,
the,
if you just leave the slapping by itself, yeah, it kind of just, it's heavy, right? It's a heavy material. You need that dubbing in there to kind of grip it all together.
it mats it. It does.
Yeah. Like it's pretty, like you can see, I'm buffing on that pretty good with the Velcro. It's a pretty hardy material. And after you do so, it just kind of softens it up, so you can see how it all kind of starts flowing back. And just at this back end here, I just kind of like to trim it up.
Put the taper to it.
Yeah, just kind of pull it out a little bit, put a little bit of a taper to it. The bottom I like going a little shorter,
Bring the color of the body out.
because all those little fibers, like, even though it looks kind of rough when it's dry, but when it's in the water, it kind of helps them to keep from collapsing completely, and it really vibrates and shakes in the water. It gives a lot more movement.
Brings it to life.
Yeah. Bingo. That's it, man. That's it.
We're gonna come up with a name. We'll put the name on the website a little later tonight.
Bad haircut.
Material. We'll put the material list. And another thing is we don't really put the material list in the bottom of the video. You gotta visit our website,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Join us on FridayNightFlies.com to get the full tutorial.
Oh, and
with,
another thing we gotta
with
do,
material.
we gotta give a mention about Zach Copeland.
Oh yeah, from Bass Pro Shop.
We've got a new member on Friday Night Flies, Zach Copeland.
That's right.
Check out his profile. There's not too much on there, but it's got his short bio in there and a picture of a handsome bugger holding a big chum salmon.
Nice.
And
so, yeah,
we're going to try our best. He's going to try and do a tie on location in Bass Pro as well. We'll see if we can get it.
Yeah,
to
we're
us.
just trying to work out on how we can get the formatting and everything
Yeah.
so that it all links up with us. And,
Yeah, with the new thing, I can give him or whatever.
yeah, because it is a long trip for him to come all the way up from Tawasin.
Yeah, but we
but,
want to get him on there.
Yeah, we really
He's another
we like the
cover
guy.
tire.
He welcomed us into Bass Pro Shop and let us fool around in there and do a couple Friday Night Flies. If you saw it a couple weeks ago, we were in there.
Spin that hook. Did you spin it and show us the eyeballs, how they're poking with the claws and stuff? Let's see that sucker, man. Look at that thing.
Showing
That
up.
thing looks sexy. Yeah, it looks
it's
fantastic.
Nice, eh?
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
good.
a really nice
Imagine
tie.
that thing just like pulsing through the water.
Yeah, well, I can imagine it being right on my fly rod too, actually, Scotty. It's funny you say that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, let's go. You're like, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
We're up top.
We're up top. All right. So thanks for joining us again for another night of Friday Night Flies. I'm Boulder. Brad's behind the desk there, working the computer magic. And yeah, join us again next week for another weekend recipe. And yeah, that's about all I got.
Oh, it's a
I'm
good
tired.
night, man. We
Yeah.
tied, what, 3 flies here in a couple hours?
Yeah,
I don't know. Seems like it was less than that, but
I
we've
know.
been here a while.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching us. We'll be back again, and always join us FridayNightFlies.com.